I was at a prayer meeting just before I went, and someone came up to me and said, I see you working with women. And I just laughed and I said, well, that's going to have to be God, because last year I sat in a conference with hundreds of cocoa farmers where one of the speakers said, ladies and gentlemen, and then corrected himself and said, lady and gentlemen, because I was the only woman in the room. And I went home back to my little homestay situation in Indonesia that night. And I just cried out to the Lord and I said, Lord, why did you send me? I mean, I get choked up about it now still, because it's like it didn't make any sense why you would send me on my own into an area that is male dominated. I don't think he just doesn't approach feminism and masculinism the same way we do. I tell this guy that story, and then I show up and I say, hey, this is the experiment I want to run with a co-op that I had already met the year before. Are there a few people that can help me with this experiment? Let's meet here tomorrow. I'll pay them. And the next day, 5 women showed up. And I was like, I have you have little faith, right? Like someone had already told me and they prophesied that over me. But I'm like, what just happened? Like I've only met one female cocoa farmer before now. But it turns out when you transition from farming to food production, you transition to what is culturally men's work into culturally women's work. And I realized after that by exporting cacao for at least the 500 years that we've been doing it, that we unintentionally cut women out of the supply chain in that case. So it seems like that could be one of the reasons God sent a woman.